Agent Orange is a defoliant chemical used by the U.S. in the Vietnam War. This chemical was first used across 4.5 million acres of land in 1961 to 1972 in an effort to defeat the North Vietnamese. However, its use has been highly controversial. Even today, Agent Orange is still causing a variety of problems even though it hasn't been used in 50 years. One of the challenges in fighting Vietnam was the jungle. The jungle was a good hiding place for the Vietnamese soldiers. The Americans wanted to destroy the jungles to destroy the hiding place for the Vietnamese. The use of chemicals as agents of warfare was appealing because of their ability to damage the lands of the enemy. It also posed a limited risk to the forces using the chemicals. Poisoning a town's water supply, for example, poses almost no threat to an attacking enemy. Yet the action could result in the death of thousands of the town's defenders. In many cases, chemicals are not detectable by the enemy until it's too late for them to take action. Agent Orange was specifically used in Vietnam for this purpose. It was used 60% more often than any other chemical compound at that time because it was stronger and more effective. Agent Orange was one of a class of color-coded herbicides that U.S. forces sprayed over the rural landscape in Vietnam from 1961 to 1971 to defoliate trees and shrubs and kill food crops that were providing cover and food to opposition forces. It was a 50-50 mixture of two herbicides, 2,4-D and 2,4,5-T. It remained toxic for only days or weeks and then degraded, but it had a toxic contaminant, dioxin, that did not degrade as easily. The chemical companies that produced the Vietnam-era herbicides say that they were unaware how toxic the dioxin contaminant was. Some of the major diseases people had were prostate cancer, Parkinson's disease, and diabetes type 2. The negative effects of dioxin exposure on human health and particularly indirect effects on unborn generations continue to be controversial subjects today. For example, many of the children of the veterans of the war who were exposed to Agent Orange were born with disabilities. Many of the children born in Vietnam after the war were born disabled or with missing limbs. Others were born blind or deaf. American veterans returning from war were increasingly diagnosed with diseases like cancer and diabetes. The U.S. military did not know that the chemical would have had a major side effect to people. They assured that the chemical was only harmful to plants. However, people exposed to Agent Orange became very sick. To this day, remnants of Agent Orange are still in the fields and in the forests of Vietnam. In an effort to make up for the damage caused, the American government is now helping to clean up the Vietnam's hotspots damaged by the dangerous chemical. Yet, it is a small step towards bringing justice to people who have been suffering for the past 50 years.